Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Keema. I'm so happy that you could join me today. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell button, and follow my social media. It'll be linked down below. Today is the second installment of my bedroom makeover. If you haven't seen the first video, I'll link it down below. It's where I upcycled these trunks that were gifted to me that I turned into nightstands. And today the video is going to encapsulate hanging my picture frame molding on the wall, and I'm going to show y'all the easiest way to hang picture frame molding. Let's get right into the video. I felt like y'all was all up in my face, so I had to zoom y'all out a little bit. But let me show you the one tool that you're going to need to cut your picture frame molding. This is a Craftman's miter shear, miter snaps, miter scissors. They have these angles on them where you can line the wood up. We use the 45-degree angle on this, and I actually got this tool from Lone Fox, so shout out to Lone Fox. I'm not ready or have the space to buy like a miter saw or table saw or any of those things, so this only takes a little bit of elbow grease and a lot of patience, but it gets the job done. Let me show you what I have so far. Alright, so we have this piece of wood and we need to trim it in because the trim will go down. So what we'll do is we'll line our wood up on this 90-degree angle, which is here, like that. Then you press down, and then it only requires elbow strength. And most of the time it don't come right off, so you have to like knock the wood off of it. And then go in the other way as well from a 90-degree angle, lining it up on that cut. And we're just going to cut it again. Ooh. And we have our piece of trim. Granted, that's a lot of work to get the trim cut. If you had a saw or something like that, you can just cut it, zoom. It does take some time and some force. Sometimes you have to take a break because you get tired of squeezing. It does the job, and you might have to replace it after a while because I feel like it's not as sharp as it was when I first started. Alright, let's get into mounting these moldings. As you can see, I have my bottom piece laid down, and I love to do the bottom piece first because it allows you to make sure that you are level. And I always take my iPhone and I pull out my leveler and I put it on there. And hold on, because my iPhone has this fucking case on it. I should take the case off, right? Y'all saw that it was level. Don't play with me. The easiest way, if you don't have any type of nail gun, is to take your hammer and some finishing little thin nails to nail it in. I have this old school nail gun that I got off Marketplace for like $30. I got this and a staple gun in a case for $30. Me. And the hardest thing about picture frame molding is measuring the size and where it's going to be. I would recommend using painter's tape to put up a little map. That's what I did with the first one. I put up a little map. Go to my Instagram. You will see how I planned it out on my Instagram because I did it over there. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put one on this end. I'm going to put one in the middle. And I'm going to put one on the opposite end. And then, since this nail gun isn't like the 100% best, sometimes it goes all the way through, sometimes it don't. I'm going to take a hammer and a little nail, and I'm going to just hammer in the nail into the trim. Okay, so we're going to move on to our next piece. And I'm going to go ahead and admit that one of these I totally screwed up the cut. I'm going to have to fix it with the wood feel because I'm not going to be going back and cutting more trim, honey. Get it right, get it right, get it tight. Get it right, get it right, get it tight. Okay, I'm about to go in with Studio Color. This is trusted quality since 1921 by Rust-Oleum. Let me tell you something, this is my first time using this brand paint. I am utterly obsessed. It's so thick, it's so creamy. Add some water to it, water it down a little bit. It's so heavy. Only thing I don't like is super full, super heavy, hard to pour. I got stuff everywhere, but I wiped it up because I haven't shown it to you guys yet. But this is the paint that I'm about to use to do the doors, and this is the paint that I'm using for the whole room, and like basically the rest of the house. From Walmart, I think it's like $27. I will link this down below. I really like this.
If I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you do.
Today I'm all the way back here because I'm having facial issues. My eye is swollen. Can y'all see how swollen my eye is? The house renovation must continue. Today we're finishing the picture frame molding. Just like any other video on my channel, I'll start it and it'll take me forever to finish it, and now we're here. So when I first hung the picture frame molding, I hung it and it just been sitting there for like almost 2 months. I went on ahead and I picture frame mold this bathroom door, and this looks fabulous. So I've done a lot of things since I did that picture frame molding, so make sure you look on my channel and look at all the videos I've done since then. But we're finishing today. It's already been sanded and caulked and all that good stuff, so all we gotta do is go in and prime and then paint. And I'm going to go in and fix some of the issues with the wall. I'm going to take the curtain rods down. I got new curtains. We're going to just spackle all the holes in. We're going to paint the whole room. We're going to paint the baseboards. We're going to clean the wall. That is my goal today. I want to do that before Vincent gets home. I want to have the whole room painted. Y'all think I can do that? I think I can do that. Let's get into the supplies that you're going to need for the rest of the wall transformation, and I will link all of these products or similar down below so you can get your hands on these things. First, we're going to go in with a toolkit, and we're going to take down everything that's on the wall that can be taken down: curtains, light switches, switch plates and everything, so it's easier to paint. A 5-in-1 tool to go in and scrape everything off the wall so we can have an even surface. Joint compound to fix any cracks or holes in the walls. A sand gun to sand the wall smooth before we go in with any product. Primer to prime the walls and the picture frame molding before you paint. Paint that you're going to paint the walls. And then the only thing I don't have right now is downstairs is you're going to need your paint rollers, your paint brushes, and all of those things like that.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be.
It's time for a sit down update. Alright you guys, so I have already primed the trim twice. I have primed the crown molding and the baseboard. I have patched the wall. I have sanded. I have patched the wall again. I need to sand again. I caulked the bottom baseboard. I need to caulk the top. I thought I would be able to get away with not caulking it, but I need to caulk the top. We're ready to pull out the rollers and start rolling some paint on.
Pas de soleil.
hung everything together, I'm going to show you what I have so far in 3, 2, 1, go.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Alright guys, so that concludes this phase of the video. I have hung picture frame molding, I have painted, I have but that's mainly all I did was paint and hang picture frame molding. I have hung curtains. My next video is going to be on this painted arch that I did over our bed. Alright you guys, so please come back next week where we will be doing the decorating. We're going to paint the closet trim gold and we're just going to make this room come together. So I want to thank you so much for watching.